Welcome back to Copper Star Precision, the channel dedicated to getting you more points in your competitive shooting matches. Today we're continuing to go over the NRL22 February 2024 Course of Fire. This is stage 3 in the book. It is called Pyramid of Love. We have the pyramid barricade and a 55-gallon drum. The stage description is as follows. On the star signal, engage the targets with 2 shots each in the following manner and order. Pyramid, near large, move. Pyramid, near large, then move. 55-gallon barrel, far large, then far small. Move, pyramid near small, move, pyramid near small. The positions are basically the outside edges of the pyramid or the center 2x4s. Honestly, there's really only, in my opinion, one way to do this stage. Because the barrel is on the right of the pyramid, I would just be utilizing the right side. I wouldn't necessarily be moving in and out of barricades. However, if you're most comfortable with, let's say, the 4th rung or the 3rd rung, maybe you want to move across and then go into the barrel. I think from a transition standpoint, this is a 12-round stage. I think transition speed is going to be key, and it's just more accessible to do the right side of the pyramid and the barrel. There is a restriction on this stage that says no position on the pyramid can be reused. So we need 4 unique positions on the pyramid out of a potential, what's that, 3 times 4 positions, so 12 plus 2 at the top, 14 positions. You got to pick your favorite 4. For me, it makes most sense. As you can notice, the 55-gallon drum is very close to this 3rd rung on the pyramid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with gravity, number 1, and number 2, I'm going to make my transition between the pyramid and the barrel as easy as possible. So for me, it's going to be 4th rung, 3rd rung, barrel, 2nd rung, 1st rung. And the reason for that is these last 4 shots, from these 2 positions are on the smallest targets of the match. They're the near small target, which if you look at the target sizes, which I will put up here, is relatively the smallest target of the match. I want to be as low to the ground as possible, lower my center of gravity, more stability, more chance, and increasing my hit probability of making good hits. So essentially, gear-wise, as you can see, I've got a plate on my rifle. I think this is easily a 1-bag solution, maybe 2 if you want to use a sort of modified prone at the bottom. You've seen me in the past. I'm a huge advocate for 2 points of contact on the barrel and with a bipod and a rear bag. However, because we're transitioning back and forth, I think maybe keeping the gear simple and the transitions easier by not having to manage so much gear on the clock is going to benefit a lot of people. And this way you get practice if you don't have as much gear, or if your squad mates are complete jerks and don't let you borrow some of theirs, you can probably get away with 1 bag. Here I'm using the Armageddon Gear Medium Game Changer. And essentially what the stage might look like is this. So we've got 2 banks of targets. I'm going to dial for each target because essentially the first 4 shots are at the same bank of targets. When I get to the drum, I'm going to dial for the far targets, and I'm going to dial back down for the last 4 shots because they're all at the near target. So there's only really 2, once you set your elevation and your parallax for the near targets, you're only dialing up to the far and then dialing back to the near. So it's only 2 dials on the stage. If you have to conduct a mag change, I'd probably do it after I'm done my 4 shots on the barrel. So it looks something like this. Timer goes off. Taking the game changer and I'm draping it over the 2x4 using the wedge portion of the bag. Bag down, get it settled, rifle down. And as you can see, rifle is pretty well balanced on its own. Find first set of targets. This is the near large with 2 shots. Engage, engage. Now we're moving. I grab the rifle by the scope. I move it out of the way. Bag comes down, resettle the bag. Now here, usually on rungs 3 and 2, I like to take a high kneel position, but I'm actually going to do some Jean-Claude Van Damme splits here. And again, this is going to depend on your body type and how tall you are and all that good stuff. But I am going to spread my legs so that, again, straight legs, locking out the legs, not trying to do this because this is unstable, locking out the legs, bending over, taking 2 shots again at the near large target. And the reason I don't want to go to my knees here is because it's going to make the transition to the barrel easier than having to get up off my knees to the barrel. When I go to the barrel, I'm going to take this bag. I'm not going to put it with the wedge down. I'm going to take it here. I'm just going to flip it sideways. This is going to give me a nice, more flat surface area to work with on the barrel than it would if I had it the same orientation that I did. Again, here, now we're going to dial up, parallax for the far targets. Here we're going 2 on the large and 2 on the small. Simple enough. The barrel is probably going to be a wobbly prop. You can alleviate that. Have your hand grabbing the rifle and the bag and kind of leaning into it a little bit stabilize everything. Again, straight legs are going to help you with that wobble. If I have to conduct a mag change, this is where I would do it. And while I'm here, I might as well go find the near bank of targets, dial back down, parallax, so that when I get to my next position, I have nothing to worry about. Grab the bag. Again, we're going to rotate it back 90 degrees so that it drapes over this 2x4. Here, I am going to take a kneel position. Now we're on the near small target. These are the smallest relative targets of this stage. Really going to take our time here. Engaged 2 times. And then we're going to move. Grab this, back down. Here you can get into a very low kneel, or for even added stability, 2 points of contact. In a modified prone position. Very stable, 2 points of contact. Near small, re-engage, near small. And that's the end of the stage. So keys to success here: come in with a game plan. Which positions are you most comfortable in? I'm working with gravity. I'm making sure my transition between the pyramid and the barrel is at the same height. So I'm not coming from all the way over here to the barrel. But let me know what you're gonna do down in the comments. And while you're there, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel with notifications enabled if you haven't done so already. I appreciate all the support. And until I see you next time, as always, score more points.